Hello friends, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel. I am Iballdesigningdeveloper developer. Like in the previous videos, we have just covered up many things using Java and Android, and I hope you understand that all projects here. So today we are just working with Android here, and using Android, I will be telling you that how we will be just building our today's project here. So today we are not building any of the real world project, but today will be our last, you can say, understandable project which we are just building here. So today I will be telling you that how to add volleyball with libraries. So from start, I will be telling you that what is this volleyball here and how we can just add it to libraries. It is not a volleyball game like that. It is a library which we use in Android when we want to build many of the applications here. So I will be telling you that how to add volleyball in your applications, to build your applications from start, and what libraries we use when we are working with volleyball. Like we use JSON libraries, which is called JSON parts, JavaScript, like that. So I will be telling you moving forward like what libraries we'll be using and how we will be adding this volleyball library in our application when we are using Android. So I hope you'll be understanding this project here of this adding volleyball in our applications. If you understand this project and if you enjoyed this video from the start, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, hit the subscribe button, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so more people can learn and they can understand how we can build this project from the start. So this now we'll be starting with our video and seeing that how we are just building this project and what things we'll be including in this project from the start. So just like I'm telling you that today we are just building an amazing project using Android, and today I will be telling you that how to add volleyball library in Android Studio when we are just working with that. So with this volleyball library, we will be also using some of the JSON parts libraries here, because when we are working with volleyball library in Android, so we have to use some of the JSON libraries as well when we want to add it in any of the applications. So now we'll be starting to work with this. So this is our main content underscore main.xml file in which we will be working and creating our own emulator here. So I will be now just removing my old emulator, but before that we have to just wait a while till it is initializing all the stuff here. You can see now it has been initializing. Now it has initialized it successfully. Now I will be deleting my emulator which I have created previously here. Then I will be now just moving, and then I will be changing this title here. So for changing title, you have to move to attribute, and then here you have to move to the text here, and after moving to the text, today we are using adding, and here I will be adding volley. Like this, I will be giving one you can say title like this. You can see it is totally looking awesome, and now you can just change its height and all that stuff which you want to change like this. So I will be now making its size small. Now you can see we are getting adding volley here, which is the library, and now we are getting the title of adding volley in center like this. So it is a library which we can use in Android Studio to add it in any of the application. Now we have to create our emulator, and in the emulator which we are in emulator, when we create and when we run our emulator, so in that we get some of the random apps. So in that we will be adding our volleyball library and seeing that it is working or not. So I will be now creating a device here. Normally we will be creating a device of Pixel XL, and then you have to select a version which you have downloaded here or which you want to download. So I have downloaded already S31 API version, so I will be working with this here. Then you have to now select the name of your AVD. You can write here emulator 1 like this. Normally you can write any of the name here. Then you have to select the startup orientation. Like if you want your emulator should be in portrait or landscape, you can select it. Then you can select the performance, but you should be taking the performance to automatic. Just enable the device frame, and then you have to press finish. After pressing finish, your emulator will be created. Then you have to run this emulator. So you have to press this run button. You can see it is starting my AVD here. So my emulator will be running here. You can see at the right side, you can see this. So you will be seeing that our emulator will be running. So you can see it is connecting to the emulator, and then in some while our emulator will be running. You can see now we are getting a Google logo, means that our emulator is running. So we are getting all the things in our emulator, and now when our emulator will be running and successfully when it will be run, then we will be just using any of the random add to add this volleyball library in that and seeing that it is adding or not with the help of JSON. So now you can see it is running, so it will be not taking too much time to just run. So it will be taking some of the seconds here to run this on the emulator. So you have to wait a while. You can see now our pixel is starting, means that our emulator is working and it has been successfully run here on our device. You can see now your emulator is running. You can see totally it is looking good. Now we have to add volleyball library in this. So for adding the volleyball library, you have to directly do one thing. You have to move to your terminal here. After moving to terminal, you have to now directly write here like pip install, because when we are using here like this, so we have to use pip install. Then I will be writing here volley. Press enter. You can see it is saying that pip install volley is not a good command. So I will be writing that volley like this. Pip install volley. Now you can see it is collecting volley, downloading volley, and now it is setting up the wheels for us. And now it is successfully downloaded volley. Now we have downloaded volley with the help of pip, means the version of Java we have downloaded, and you can also use it in Python because pip also works in Python. But when we are writing with Android, so we have to use Java. So when you want to work with Java, so you have to use the pip and install the volley or any of the library which you want to install. Then with this, I will be also installing one library of volley again. But now, okay, by mistake, I have written the wrong spelling, I think. But I think it will be working. Okay, so it is giving error. So I will be writing npm install volley again. But here now I'm using npm here. Like at the top we have used pip, so now here I will be using npm because it takes time to download. So I will be pressing enter to install this. You can see it is giving me error because this volley does not found here in any of the browser or any of here. So if I write here npm install, then I will be writing emulator. So it will be installing, I think that. So you can see now it is also not installing because already we are just working with our emulator. So now we have installed the volley here using pip. You can see this, it is collected volley and downloading volley of the 0.1 version. So I will be now writing here volley like this. If I write, and then I will be writing dash version. Press enter. You can see it is showing me error. So now I will be directly moving to my cmd. Cmd means command from other terminal if you have downloaded. So you have to download the terminal also. Then I will be now writing here volley dash version. Press enter. You can see now it is saying that volley is not recognized as internal or external command. So I will be writing here npm install. So if it gives error, means that our volley has already installed, and because of that it's giving error. Now you can see it is installing volley, and now I've said npm install volley. So now it is installing volley here. You can see this. Now it takes not too much time here. Just it depends on your PC speed. Like if it takes time to download things here, so it will be also taking time to download. You can see now it is installing the volley command, and you can see volley command has been installed. It's saying me that added 2 packages and added 100 packages in 18. 3 packages are looking for funding, run npm fund. So it is saying me that your volley has been installed, means the volley library has been installed. Now we have to install the ball library here. So I will be writing here npm install ball like this, and then you have to wait a while till your library will be installing. You can see it is just seeing that it is now verifying some of the things here, and you can see the ball library has also been installed. Now we have to install the another library which should be of JSON parts, which we will be using here. So now I just downloaded the JSON library as well. Now you can see this in our emulator. We have installed all these libraries. You can see it is also syncing our progress, which we have just downloaded in our Gradle project here. Means that our libraries which we want to use in our emulator has been installed. Now you can use any of the simple application. Means you can download application through Play Store in your emulator and see that your libraries are working on lot of adding volley and of JSON also, which we have telling you, which I have telling you, because we will be using JSON library as well when we are working with this volley library here. So now you can use the clock normally. So if the alarm will ringing, means that your volley is working here. So if I just set the clock here, alarm, move to the alarm here, and then you have to set the alarm to any of the time. So I will be now selecting normal time here. So I will be closing this over here. Then it is 9:44. So I will be now writing here 9:44 to like this. Okay, so here I will be now writing 9:44. Then I will be moving here. So I will be now writing 9. So here I will be now just moving here, right here, 46. Then you have to now just press OK. So it is AM. So I will be pressing OK like this. And you can see now when you will be just getting, so your emulator will be vibrating and getting the default wake up music. So if it works, means that your emulator is working and we just installed successfully the libraries which we want to add in our emulator of this volley and of the JSON which I am telling you. You can download it through CMD. So remember, if your terminal is not working in your Android Studio, so you can use CMD as well, because CMD is provided also when your terminal or that things also not work. Because when I just use VS Code and in that some errors are coming, or my terminal in the VS Code is not working, so I use directly CMD because it helps me to just work with that, and it helps me to install many of the libraries and to run my applications or my projects which I have just created. Now we have to check what time is it. So you can see 59 and your alarm will be running. You can see the alarm notification is coming, means that our alarm is running and our project is now done. You can see this. It is getting a alarm clock and it is also just getting some of the ring. You can see this. Now if I press this dismiss, so it will be gone like this. So like this, you can just create this project. I hope you understand this. If you press repeat, so you can select the repeat here also on which days you want to repeat this alarm here. So you can also select the days. So I hope you understand this project here which we have just created here. So I hope you enjoy this project here of Android Studio which we have just created of Adding Volley library in our Android Studio, and using Adding Volley we have also add JSON library with this. So if you have understand this project here and if you enjoy this video which we have just covered up here, so remember to hit a like, and if you are new on this channel, hit the subscribe button, and after subscribing hit notification bell so more people can learn and they can understand how we can build this project from start. So just I'll be meet you in next video with more amazing things and more amazing tutorials. So for today, goodbye.